As gamers, how long have we spent in our entire lives waiting and watching with anticipation as a game loads, especially in the last few years with games increasing in size and complexity. Loading times are long, especially in certain games like Bloodborne. When it first came out, the loading times in that were lengthy to say the least. And wouldn't it have been nice to play, say, a little mini game while you wait? But now we are actually learning something rather interesting. There's a reason why we weren't allowed to do minigames out of a few sidestepping methods. Namco. In 1995, Namco filed a patent predicting its use of auxiliary minigames while main game was loading. If you remember Ridge Racer back on the PS1, it had a Galaxian minigame. And basically they patented this idea. Now you might be thinking, well, I played minigames kind of in other games such as, say, FIFA. Well, EA were actually pretty clever with sidestepping the patent. Auxiliary minigames are actually classified as games that are separate or different to the main game. But the minigames of FIFA are smaller chunks of the whole. And we've seen similar things in, say, Bayonetta, where you could practice your combos and such in loading screens. That's obviously not a minigame, it's literally the combo that's in the game. But say you're playing, I don't know, Bloodborne just again, but you could play some sort of weird, like, shmup or something. That would be a minigame and wouldn't be allowed because of this patent. But there's good news. The patent has now expired. It lasted 20 years, a rather lengthy time, and given that it was filed on the 27th of November 1995, we can now have minigames in loading screens again. Now, as I've said, developers have kind of been cleverly sidestepping this a little bit, but this would kind of be nice to have. Of course, it's not as relevant now as it was 20 years ago, because, well, nowadays, if you're waiting for a game to load and it's taking a while, you could probably just pop on your phone and check your Facebook feed or whatever. Or just, you know, wait. But given that the smart devices, etc., it's not as big a deal, but it's still kind of a crappy thing for Namco to have patented for 20 years as well. That's quite a long time. And it sucks that we were left without this for so long, but perhaps we'll see this in games with rather lengthy loading times, or perhaps not. Now, of course, many open world games nowadays have kind of had the whole seamless thing with no loading screens or very minimal loading screens, which is great, but some haven't and some suffer from rather long loading times, and perhaps that would be nice to have. I mean, as with anything, with any medium of entertainment, some things will suit others while not suiting other things. So, my question to you is this. What games would you like to see feature mini-games in their loading screens? Do let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.